Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm here with Douglas Bostock. You are the conductor of the Southwest German Chamber Orchestra in Pforzheim, and we perform tonight in this beautiful hall in Ravensburg. For those of us who don't know you yet, tell us a little bit about you. Who are you and what do you do?
Well, great to be here with you, Aaron. I'm a conductor, as you already said. I was born in Great Britain, in England. I've been living and working in Germany for over 40 years. And also in other countries. And in actual fact, my home is not so far away from Ravensburg. I live on the island of Reichenau, on the Lake of Constance. So this is almost like a home game for me. And I've been principal conductor of the Southwest German Chamber Orchestra, or the Südwestdeutsches Kammerorchester Pforzheim in German. This is my third season as their chief conductor. And I'm happy that we're playing together for the second time.
For the second time, actually, yes. Tonight you will perform with 3 different pianists. How is it like? How is it for you different to a normal kind of concert where you play with one soloist? Is it very difficult for you to change from one personality to the other?
No, I wouldn't say it's difficult.
Four pianists.
There are 4 pianists total. No, I wouldn't say it's difficult. I mean, every concert or every repertoire has its own challenges, but I'd say that it's a great privilege to be working with 4 wonderful young pianists. Of course, it's necessary to adapt and adjust to each soloist, to yourself and to the other 3. But to tell you the truth, I've done an awful lot of piano concertos and piano competitions in Jaén, for example, in Spain, or in Japan an awful lot. And also working at a university, I was working a lot with soloist concerts and final examination concerts with orchestra. So it's something actually which I've done a lot, and I love working with great young soloists like yourself. So it's different than a normal symphony concert, with one soloist, but it's a privilege and it's a joy.
Tonight it's the Easter Sunday, and we perform the Malédiction by Franz Liszt, which means the curse. And this piece is a crazy piece. There are many rhythmical, challenging passages between the orchestra and myself, the pianist.
And nobody knows where the first beat is.
Nobody knows where the first beat is exactly. And there are also lyrical passages. How is it for you to work on this as a conductor? Because I'm mainly, of course, obsessed with all the technical difficulties and the musical freedom and rhetoric freedom. How is it for you to, first of all, hold the orchestra together, but then also do it with me in this moving forward and backward thing? Is it similar to Chopin concertos, or is it completely different?
No, I think the Chopin concertos are a good comparison. Composers like Paganini, Chopin, Liszt, Wieniawski, it's all, let's say, of a similar nature with regard to those kind of requirements from a conductor or from a soloist or from an orchestra. It is a wild piece. It's, in inverted commas, only, about 16, 17 minutes long, but it's full of potholes and tricky corners. Yeah, of course, it's the conductor's job is for you to have that feeling of freedom, which of course means that we've got to discuss it carefully first. You know, where do you need to be free? Where can I give you a beat to move off? Where must I follow you? Where would it be nice if you take something from my side? But we worked that out last year because we were lucky to play this last year already and last night. We're doing it now 3 times, which is really super. So I think yesterday I really thought we had it nailed. And I hope you felt free. The orchestra has played it during its history, including, of course, before my time with them several times. So many of the older musicians, or those who've been in the orchestra longer, they know it. So they know to wait for this, or not just to rush on at some point, but to wait because the tempo is going to change or whatever. So it is a challenging piece, but a great one when we both get to the end together and say, well, that was fun.
Yeah, no, it's great fun to do it with you, and I feel very free when I play it.
Well, that's
and
good.
It's true what you said, that it's very good if we can perform it several times, because we have already done it once last year, and now with 3 times for me, it's always much better. It gets better and better actually from performance to performance, because we know each other, we know the piece, the musicians know it better. How is it for you, the process? How does it change? But for me personally, often the second performance is the best, because I remember doing it many times when I played piano concertos, that the second performance I'm very focused, I'm not as nervous as the first performance anymore. And the third one, because the second one was so good, usually I feel a little pressure to do it as good as again, and then the quality is usually a little bit less. How is it for you as a conductor? Do you have that feeling of being nervous before a first concert, or feeling pressure if you have done it already, or does that go away after the years of experience?
No, I think the pressure of performance, or the adrenaline and the positive nervousness, never go away. If they do, then, I think I'll lay down my conducting stick. There's always going to be that sort of pressure of a performance and the adrenaline going. We didn't discuss this before, but it's very funny you should say about second performances. If I'm doing a series of concerts with an orchestra which includes 3 performances, unfortunately it's often not the case. Often we've got just one shot, it's one subscription concert. But if you've got 3 shots at the same program, I feel just the same as you. It's often the second one which is the one which is best. Somehow you've not got into a rut, the nervousness of the first night is over, and it often turns out that way, that in retrospect you say, well, the second one was the best one. Or if you record all 3, you take mainly the second one, or exclusively the second one. So I feel the same, but we shouldn't say that right now, because we're putting pressure on ourselves for tonight. But I'm sure it's going to go very well. You're also a very good communicator, Aaron. First of all, you know this piece so well, you're not having to look at the score or the keyboard all the time. We've got a lot of eye contact, particularly at those crucial moments, which gives you, I think, and me, and through me, the orchestra, that security. We've got a good eye contact, and also the way of looking, be it something more furtive or be it something romantic and happy. That kind of communication is very important, and I felt yesterday evening that we had that, which of course changes it's not only a question of getting it together, but it's also changing the atmosphere. So that's something which is really breathing together, feeling together, what atmosphere, how are we going to play? Not only do we play the right notes, but how are we going to play them?
Yeah, thank you. Then I'm looking forward to the second performance tonight.
Me
I
too.
hope it goes as well as the last one. And thank you for being on this channel. Just for everyone who is watching, how can they find your next performances, or where can they find some news about you?
Okay, well, let me say it's great performing with you. We've only played one piece together, and so I'm really looking forward in future to playing other pieces with you, with whichever orchestra, with my orchestra here or wherever. So that's just one thing I'd like to say. It's been a privilege so far, and I'm sure it will be a joy in future to meet up with you. With regard to myself, well, I have a website, which is www. and then my name, Douglas Bostock, written together, .net, sorry about the publicity. And there I think most concerts are. Otherwise, my concerts with the Southwest German Chamber Orchestra are under Südwestdeutsches Kammerorchester. They also have a website, but probably easiest just to look at my own website. I perform a lot in Asia, which is maybe then for your European audience not so easy, but maybe there are people in Asian countries looking at this too. And looking forward to tonight, Aaron.
Thank you, Douglas. And for you, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ask your questions that maybe we will discuss in the next video. Thank you, and see you later on stage.
See you on stage.